and attempts to improve the chances for survival of the plants when they are faced with some unfavorable environmental conditions. You should remember that unfavorable environmental conditions and also infectious plant pathogens that cause the disease. So here the total plant pathology, it is one of the agriculture science in our agriculture, and also it studies the plant diseases. What is the reason for the plant diseases? If any plant it is healthy means we can't go for any suggestions for that one. If the plant exhibits any sick condition, any physiological disorders, in that conditions, we have to identify that one. What is the reason for that one? What is the reason for that physiological dysfunctions, physiological disorders? Okay, definitely it might be caused by something else. What is the something else? What is the reason for that one? Definitely either biotic factors or abiotic factors. They are responsible for causing the disease in the plant. That is the simple meaning or any definition for the plant pathology. Okay, you should remember that one. Next one. What are the main objectives of the plant pathology? Generally, there are 4 objectives related to the plant pathology. First thing is first of all, we have to study the living, non-living, and also environmental causes of the plant diseases. So already we told that one. Plant pathology means it is nothing but study of the plant diseases. So here, what is the reason for that one? What is the reason for the plant diseases? Who will cause that one? That means either it is the living organism or non-living organism, or sometimes environmental factors. The environments, they may also cause the diseases. So you should remember that one. This is also one of the most important objectives related to the plant pathology. Okay. Next one, to study the mechanism of the plant disease development. To study the mechanism of the plant disease development. So how the disease it progressively increased or stagnated. That means either the disease it will be increased or sometimes the disease it will be stopped. So suppose if the disease it is continuously increasing from the first day to the first day means the initiation of the disease to the up to complete development of the disease. We have to completely study that one. What is the reason for the development of that particular disease? What factors are responsible for the development of the disease? So here, this is the second objective related to the plant pathology. The next third one is to study the interaction between the plants and also pathogens. So this is also very, very important related to the plant pathology. That means here, what type of the relationship is there between the 2 organisms? Here, the 2 organisms means one it is the host plant, the second one is the pathogen. Whenever both these 2 things are present in the field conditions, definitely there is a possibility of the development of the disease. How they are interacting with each other, plant and also pathogen. Here the 2 organisms are required for to study the interaction. And the fourth one is to develop the methods of controlling the diseases and also reducing the losses caused by the pathogens. So the final objective related to the plant pathology, whatever the conditions, whatever it may be, finally we have identified some certain diseases in the field. What is the next step related to that one? We have to control the diseases and also finally we have to reduce the yield losses. That is our ultimate goal. Suppose if any disease it is present in the field, if it is not causing any damage related to the yield loss, means we don't bother about that one. But whenever that pathogen, whenever that particular disease it is present, automatically it will also reduce the diseases. At that, it will also reduce the yield losses. Whenever the yield it is reducing, at that time definitely we have to take some measures to reduce the yield losses. The final ultimate goal of the plant pathology is the first thing is the identification of the disease. Who is the responsible for that one? That means what type of the factors are responsible for that one. You should remember that one. The next one is the how it is developing, and also what type of the relationship between these two organisms, and finally how could you manage that one. All of these are the simple four objectives related to the plant pathology. This is the main concept of the plant pathology. If you study any subject related to the plant pathology, each and everything they are interlinking with these four factors. That means these four objectives. Next one is what are the physiological activities of a healthy
Students, please wait. Due to some network problems, SARS connection is disconnected. Sir will rejoin immediately.
So, two physiological activities are completed. The third one is the synthesis of the food materials from the sunlight by the photosynthesis. It is also one of the physiological activity. The fourth one is the translocation of water and also food to the sites of the necessity through the xylem and also fluid. The fifth one is the metabolism of the synthesized material, and also the final one is the reproduction. So all of these 6 points, they are related to the physiological activities in the healthy plant. Now, the last one is a diseased plant. Definitely, they are going to fail to perform one or more of these functions. That means if you want to say particular plant it is infected, means definitely among these 6 physiological activity, definitely one of the physiological activity, definitely it will be disturbed. For example, if you come to the uptake of the water and also nutrients from the soil. For example, if any plant it is infected with the one particular soil-borne disease. Okay, let us come to the sclerotial rot disease in the groundnut. So, Sclerotium rolfusi, it is the causal organism for the stem rot disease in the groundnut plant. So, whenever that particular groundnut plant it is infected with the sclerotial rot, definitely the total xylem and also phloem it will be disturbed. And also, whenever it is giving some disturbance to that particular xylem and also phloem, definitely the plant it will not absorb the water and also nutrients which are present in the soil towards to the aerial parts. Definitely, it will give some obstacle to that particular area. So here what happens? Here the physiological activity it is disturbed. Now let us come to the one of the physiological activity it is disturbed by the plant pathogen. So the third one, synthesis of the food from the sunlight by the photosynthesis. So now if you come to the one of the disease, early blight of the tomato or Cercospora leaf spot or Eka leaf spot disease in the groundnut. So whenever the plant it is infected with the leaf spot diseases, any plant. Now I am saying the one or two examples. Ticca leaf spot disease in the groundnut and also blast disease in the rice plant. So for example, if the blast disease it is severely infected the particular rice plant, means automatically the photosynthetic activity it will be reduced because of whenever the crop it is in seedling stage, the leaf blast disease it generally it occurs. There are the four different types of the blast diseases are there: leaf blast, nodal blast, neck blast, and also another one seed blast it is there. So in four blast diseases, the first one, the leaf blast disease, generally the disease leaf blast disease it occurs during the early stage of the crop. So whenever the crop it is in early stages, if the leaf spot disease it occurs after certain period, after 20 days or 30 days, the total leaf blade area it will be occupied by the blast symptoms. Whenever the blast symptoms, whenever the leaf spots they are completely occupying the particular leaf blade area, means totally the photosynthetic activity it will be reduced. The total photosynthesis area will be reduced. What happens if the photosynthesis area is reduced? Means finally it gives the coffee grains at the after flowering stage. That means in reproductive stage we can't see the fulfilling of the grains. So chaffy grains formation occur. What is the reason for that one? That means the plants they are infected with the blast disease symptoms, especially during the early stages. So that's why. So what happens here? Generally, the photosynthesis area it is reduced. What is the reason for that one? Here, the pathogen it causes the blast disease, especially on the leaf blades, and also the photosynthesis area it is completely reduced. That is the thing. The next one is the reproduction. That means some of the plants they are infected only during the flowering stages. For example, Jova ergot disease. Generally, the ergot disease it is caused by the claviceps. The disease it occurs or the pathogen it causes symptoms only on the reproductive parts. That means seeds. Here the seeds are completely replaced with the pleuroecial bodies which are formed by the claviceps pathogen. So what happens? So here also the reproductive parts, the seeds are completely replaced with that particular pathogen. That means we will not get the healthy seeds. Along with the healthy seeds, we can also get the contamination seeds. One more example related to the reproduction physiological activity, smut disease. So mostly the smut diseases they will cause the disease symptoms on a healthy plant only during the flowering stage only. For example, if we come to the loose smut of the wheat, what happens in the loose smut? Definitely the total panicle, the total reproductive part, it is completely replaced with the black spores. So here, the each and every individual spikelet, it is completely occupied with the black spores, black smut spores. So whenever the plant it is infected with the loose smut, whenever the wind it is present, whatever the black spores, black smut spores are formed, they simply blown away by the wind. Finally, we can see the bare rachis. That means finally the grain yield it will be reduced. So this is the related to the physiological activity. It is disturbed by the pathogen. Okay. Next one. Already we told the simple thing related to that one. Plant disease generally they are caused by the either living factors or non-living factors. So what are the living factors? We will discuss that one. Before that one, we will go for the simple meaning of the disease. What is the disease? So here we are saying any malfunctioning of the host cells and tissues that result from continuous irritation by a pathogenic agent or environmental factor, and finally it leads to the development of the symptom. Suppose if you want to say that one, as it is a particular disease, means definitely that host plant it has to express some symptoms. Suppose, for example, if you come to the human beings, COVID-19, it is also one of the diseases. What is the symptoms related to that one? Means the coughing and also sneezing of the nose and also high fever within the few days. That means within 2 to 3 days, it has to give the continuously 2 to 3 days of the fever. So here, fever and sneezing of the nose and also cough, all of these are the symptoms related to the particular COVID-19 disease. Like that manner, here in plants also, definitely that they will express some of the symptoms. So what type of the symptoms? For example, if you come to the wilt disease in the cotton plant, so cotton wilt disease. So how could you say that one? The plant, it is infected with the wilt disease. Definitely, the plant, it exhibits drooping of the leaves. That is also one of the symptoms. The second one is the yellowing of the particular drooped leaves. That is also one of the symptoms. The third one is if you cut the stem, it gives the black discoloration of the vascular bundle. So this is also symptom. So all these symptoms aggregated, and also we have to aggregate all these symptoms, and finally we will conclude that one, yes, that particular plant, it is infected with the wilt disease in cotton plant or any plant. So that is the meaning to the development of the symptoms. So here we are saying any malfunctioning. That means already we have told some of the physiological activities of the plant. So whenever the physiological activities, they are disturbing, they are malfunctioning. At the time, definitely there is a possibility of the development of the symptoms. So when it happens, definitely there is a continuous irritation by some of the factors. What type of the factors are affecting that one? Here, there is a possibility of the biotic factor or abiotic factor, and also environmental factors. Maybe all these factors, either one or sometimes all the factors, there is a affect that particular plant for the malfunctioning. So whenever the malfunctioning occur, at the time the plant, it will exhibit the symptoms. So that is called disease. Simply you should remember, diseased plant means the plant, it must or it should express any malfunctioning or any one of the malfunctioning. Whenever the plant, it exhibits one of the malfunctioning in their physiological activities, definitely it leads to the development of the symptoms. It is due to the result of the biotic or abiotic factor. At that condition, it is called as a disease. So here, the disease definition, it is given by the G.N. Agrius in the year 1997. So in your examinations, I will discuss that one, how they will ask the questions in either JRF or SRF or NET, whatever it may be. I will say that one after completion of this chapter. So infectious plant pathogens, generally it includes all the fungi, bacteria, nematodes, viruses, and also parasitic plants, endogamic parasites. All of they are responsible, or all of they are the plant pathogens. They are the living factors. So living factors are plant pathogens. Because of all the fungi, they will not cause the disease, but the fungi, it will cause the disease. You should remember that one. So first of all, we have to know about what is the pathogen. Meaning, what is the pathogen? Any entity, usually it is a microorganism that can incite the disease, that can cause the disease. So here, anything, generally the thing and entity means any small thing. So here, the small thing is nothing but microorganism that can incite the disease. That means any organism which has the ability to cause the disease, that is called pathogen. So you should remember that one. In a literal sense, a pathogen is any agent that causes the pathos or damage. That is also meaning of the pathogen. So plant diseases are also caused by the non-living or abiotic factors. So already we told that one. The disease, it is caused by the biotic factors or abiotic factors. So here, if you come to the biotic factors, already we told that one. Fungi, bacteria, and also phenogamic parasites, all of them come under biotic factors. In abiotic factors, air pollution, nutrient deficiencies, and also various environmental factors, they come under abiotic factors. So here, nutrient deficiencies, for example, if you come to the nutrient deficiencies, zinc deficiency, the zinc deficiency in the rice field, it leads to the development of the Chyra disease. So Chyra disease, generally it is not caused by the any living organism. There is no fungi, there is no bacteria is responsible for the development of the Chyra disease in the rice plant. It is mainly due to the deficiency of the zinc. So it is one of the examples for that one. Plant diseases are important. Definitely, the plant diseases are very, very important. Why? What is the reason for that one? The reason is, finally, here, whenever the yield losses occur by the plant diseases, definitely at that conditions only, we will study about that one. If there is no yield loss, means definitely no one will study about that one. If there is any damage, definitely we will study about that one. Yes, our plant pathogens, our plant diseases, they are very, very important. The main reason for that one means definitely our food and also our clothing, building materials, much of the beauty in the nature, it is provided by the plants. So all of these things, they are readily available to us means definitely all of them are extracted by the different ways from the plants. So if there is no plant means we can't get anything. So the plant is there, but the plants, they are infected with the particular diseases. So whenever the particular diseases they are infecting the plants, automatically they will cause us the yield losses. So whenever the plant diseases are there, definitely they constantly they giving the threat to the world food supply and also fiber crops, forests, and also landscape plants. So wherever the plant it is present, all the plants, all the plants are infected with the diseases. You should remember that one. Not only they are affecting the food grains, not only they are affecting the non-food grains. So wherever the plant is there means definitely the pathogen, they are attacking that particular plant, and also finally they are giving the some disturbances to the nature. So throughout the history, plant diseases have been responsible for the death and also suffering of millions of the people, and also countless animals are there. So if you take the history of that particular plant diseases, why they have, is there any epidemic causing pathogens are there? Means definitely they have caused the numerous epidemics in the history of the plant pathology. No. So now look at here. Small examples are some of the examples which causes the epidemics all over the world. So now if you come to the devastating diseases in the plant pathology means potato lead blight disease, ergot of rye, black stem rust of wheat, southern corn leaf blight, Dutch elm disease, the bacterial canker on the citrus, plumppox virus on stone fruits. So all of these are the very, very important diseases in the history of the plant pathology. So history means just now this is the current decade. Before that one, what happens in the history of the cultivation of the plants? Is there any disease that causes the severe epidemic? Means yes, definitely there are the lot of epidemics occur throughout the world. So among these diseases, some of the few examples, very, very important examples are the all of these things. So let's take a closer look at a few of the important plant diseases. So lead blight of potato. So lead blight of potato, it is caused by the Phytophthora infestans. Phytophthora infestans. It is also caused the Irish famine. Irish famine. So the fungus, it killed the most of the potatoes which are grown in Ireland during the mid 1800s. Potatoes were the main source of the food for the Irish people. And also, this plant disease resulted in the Irish potato famine in the year 1845. Nearly 1 million people are died. More than 1.5 million people are left from the island, and also they are migrated to the different countries. So now, if you look at that one, what happened here in Irish famine? So generally, the Ireland or England, in that countries, generally for the potato seeds, they are importing from the some other countries. Here, the potato lead blight disease, generally the disease it regularly occurs in Southern American countries, Venezuela, and also Colombia, Mexico, all of in that countries, they are importing from that Southern American countries. So from that area, whenever they are generally they ship the potato tubers from the Southern America. In that tubers, in that healthy tubers, some of the blight symptoms produced potato tubers are also present. Whenever the infected potato tubers, they are also sown in their field at that conditions, the disease, it was started in the Ireland country, and also from that country to the throughout the Europe, it is dispersed. That means it is disseminated. Finally, what is the reason for that one? Mainly the Irish people or the European countries, they mainly depended on the potato crop. Whenever the potato crop it is completely infected, it is not a single season, it complete devastation occurred. Within the 2 to 3 years, the total complete potato field, they are completely devastated. What is the main source for the lead blight of potato means? The potatoes which are imported from the Southern America. From the Southern America to the particular lead blight disease, it is disseminated or it is transported to the European countries and also Northern United States. That means Northern American countries. They are also infected with the lead blight potato. So continuously, whenever the crop it is regularly cultivated in that particular area or in that continent, automatically the disease development rapidly increases. That means, suppose whenever the field it is infected with that particular potato lead blight disease, generally maybe 10 to 20% of the field it is infected. At that time, there is no problem for them. Again, the same field it is cultivated with the same potatoes. Means at the time it is increased from the 25% to the up to 60% of the yield losses within the 2-3 years. More than most of the crop fields, they are completely infected with the lead blight diseases. Nearly it causes the yield loss 90% to the 100% of the yield loss. So whenever the total crops are failure, whenever the total potato crop it is failure, definitely food shortage occurs. At that time, the food shortage also occurred. So that's why million of the 1 million people there died mainly due to the lack of the potatoes. So sometimes there is also alternate food is also available. But at the time, if they want to purchase some other food item, at the time they are very costly whenever you compare with the potatoes. That's why some of the below poverty line people, they will not able to purchase the high cost food. So due to that reason, million people have died. Some of the people, they are migrated from the island to the some other countries. So if it occurs, some level means it is not a problem. but whenever it occurs in epidemic form, here you should remember epidemic form means within the short period, it causes the more yield losses on the large area. So you should remember that one. It is also one of the important diseases in the history of the plant pathology. So here, in examination point of view, what is the late blight of disease? Generally, Irish female when it occurred. That means the year is the 1845. So, what is the responsible causal organism for the late blight of the potato? So, there is a multiple choice questions are there. They will give the different organisms. Phytophthora infestans, also Phytophthora parasitica, some other organisms they will give in the multiple choice. At that time also, we will get the confusion because of all of the multiple choice questions are the Phytophthora. But we should remember up to species level, Phytophthora infestans. So, all of these are the potato tubers. They are infected with the Phytophthora infestans. You should also remember Phytophthora infestans. It is a soil-borne pathogen. It is a soil-borne pathogen. So during the if you look at that one, we have to know about the one of the famous scientists related to that one. The Phytophthora infestans, the organism name, it was given by the Anton de Baer. He was from Germany, and also he was the father and also founder of the modern mycology. Father and also founder of the modern mycology. Because of he was the in the year 1863, he studied the epidemics of the late blight disease and also renamed that particular causal organism as Phytophthora infestans. Phytophthora infestans. Before that scientist, before Anton de Baer, that was the name was given to that particular causal organism is the Botrytis infestans. That means they thought that one, okay, the causal organism for that late blight is the Botrytis infestans. But finally, he concluded that one, it is caused by the Phytophthora infestans. It is not by the Botrytis. He has done the numerous work, lot of work on the particular disease, and also he concluded and also he discovered that complete disease cycle or life cycle of that particular pathogen. So we should remember Anton de Baer, he was the father of modern plant pathology or father or founder of the modern mycology. Because of he was the one of the most important person who discovered the particular life cycle and also disease cycle of late blight causing pathogen. Late blight causing pathogen. In addition to that one, he also given the many contributions to the plant pathology. He discovered the heterogeneous nature of the rust fungi also. That means the rust fungi, it requires the more than 2 host plants for completion of its life cycle. So that is the meaning of the heterogeneous nature. He was the first person who discovered the heterogeneous nature of the rust fungi. Means he was the Anton de Baer. And also he has given the many detailed life cycles of the downy mildew genera in addition to the late blight pathogen. So he studied some of the vegetable rotting fungi and also damping of fungi. Finally, he written the one book. The book name is the Morphology and Physiology of the Fungi, Lichen, and also Myxomycetes in the year 1866. The next contribution of the Anton de Baer is he reported the role of the enzymes and also toxins in the tissue disintegration. Tissue disintegration. Already we told that one. Whenever the crop it is infected with that particular pathogen of the Sclerotium, it causes the definitely rotting. So here, for rotting of that particular plant, mainly the pathogen, it is the responsible. How the pathogen is responsible? Definitely, the pathogen, it has to produce some enzymes or toxins. Whenever that particular pathogen, it releases the enzymes or toxins, at that time only there is a possibility of the tissue disintegration. Whenever the plant it is disintegrated, finally it gives the rotting symptoms. So all of these things are discovered in the year nearly in 1800, mainly by the ancient Dewberry. So he had given the many contributions to the plant pathology. So all of these things are given by the ancient Dewberry. So that's why he was called as the father of the modern plant pathology or founder of modern mycology, because of he has given the very good work related to the plant pathology. So here in your examination point of view, simply who have written that following textbook, they will give that one. What is the textbook? It was written by the Anthony Dewberry. There is the one answer for that one. Morphology and physiology of fungi, lichen, and also mycetes. That is the book. It was written by the Anthony Dewberry, who discovered the heterogeneous nature of the rust fungi. In a multiple choice, they will also give the different scientists, but we should pick up the Anthony Dewberry. Here you have to remember heterogeneous nature. Here the rust fungi, it requires more than two plants, and also it shows the different forms. That means it is present in the one form, it produces the one spore. After some time, it will also produce some other spores. We should also remember that one. And also, who discovered the life cycles of the downy mildew fungi initially, who has given the details related to the life cycles of the downy mildew fungi. So Anthony Dewberry. Anthony Dewberry belongs to the which country? Germany, Austria, Switzerland, like that one. There is also possibility to ask a question related to that one, because of he was one of the most eminent scientists during that period. So there is also possibility to ask that question. So according to that one, we should remember all this one. For all the scientists, where they are related to that, where to belongs to them, means it is not possible. But we should remember for at least some of the scientists who have given the enormous contributions to the plant pathology department. So another important epidemic disease in the history is the black stem rust of the wheat crop. So what is the causal organism for the black stem rust? Vaccinia graminae Farmaspecialis triticei. So in our country also, there are a lot of epidemics occurred due to the black stem rust of the wheat crop. If you look at that one, in the year 1946-47, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and also in some of the parts of the Uttar Pradesh, also a black stem rust pathogen, it causes the epidemics. Epidemics means within the short period, large area it is infected, and also it gives the more yield losses. So during that period, some of the states, these 4 states are affected with the black stem rust disease. Nearly, it causes the more than 2 million tons of the yield losses, grain losses, because of the epidemic of the black stem rust. So again, after 10 years, 1956 to 1957, again, West Bengal, Bihar, and also some of the eastern parts of UP also affected with the black stem rust epidemic. Not only these two times in history, in the 1800 also lot of epidemic occurred in our country also. But these two are the important epidemics. So not only for the black stem rust, some other rust diseases in also wheat also they caused the epidemic in our country. So here epidemic means within the short period which causes the more yield losses. So whenever the more yield losses are present, automatically the farmer income will also be reduced. Finally, shortage of the food supply also occur. So that's why plant pathology, it is also one of the important subjects related to the agriculture. So black stem rust. So this is the symptoms related to the black stem rust disease. So here the flecks are yellow as oblong reddish brown iridospores. So why it is called black stem rust disease means mostly the disease it occurs on the stem portion of the plant. Whenever you compare with the remaining rust diseases in the wheat. Also, so controlling the plant diseases and keeping the plant healthy is the main objective of your plant pathologist duty. So finally, to remember that so controlling the plant diseases, also the plant health is also one of the main responsible of the plant pathologist. So if you want to become a plant diseases, plant disease, keeping up the plants in healthy conditions. So this is a brief introduction to the plant related to this one means, so what is the causal organism for the black stem rust disease? And also, how could you identify that one? So there is a development of the flecks which are oblong-shaped structures. So in your examination point of view, in rust diseases of the wheat stem rust, there are three rusts are present in the wheat crop: black stem rust, leaf rust, and also stripe rust. Among these three rust diseases, only the stem rust disease, only oblong-shaped iridopustules are formed. So oblong-shaped iridopustules, it is also one of the questions related to in our examination point of view. Do you have any doubts related to this one?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Oh.
Sir, what is the virus belongs to biotic or abiotic? Sir, your voice is not clear.
Do you hear that?
If anybody have network issue, you can text your doubts in our chat box.
It is an obligate parasite. Whenever the host plant it is present, At the conditions only, it causes the symptoms. Otherwise, it will become as a inactive, or at the time it is inactive condition. That means at the time it is a non-living thing.
Yes, students, please interact.
सर वायरस क्या है सर, बायोटिक है या अबायोटिक है?
That is it is not a living organism, it is not neither living or non-living. So here there is a simple answer for that one. It is a obligate parasite. That means whenever the host plant it is present, at that time it causes the symptoms. I know that one what you are asking, but the answer for that one is it is a obligate parasite.
Thank you, sir.
It is not a living. It is also one of my interview questions for the PhD time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, right.
Sir, there is a question from Bhagyalakshmi. Why leaf rust is known as a brown rust?
Why?
Why leaf rust is known
Leaf
as
rust.
a brown rust?
If you compare with the remaining two rust diseases, one it is the black rust, the second one is the brown rust, the third one is the yellow rust. It is mainly due to the color of that one. Here, the stem rust, it is also called as a black rust. The leaf rust, it is also called as a brown rust. The third one is the stripe rust, it is also called as a yellow rust. Because of it produces the colors of that particular iridospores. Whenever the iridospore gives a particular color, based on that color, finally it gives the pustule color. The pustule means it contains the lot of iridospores. Whenever the iridospores they are in the black in color, dark down to the black color, at that time the plant it exhibits the black rust. It will be discussed.
Yes, Nagamani, please. Yes, Nagamani, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Yes, please. Your voice is not audible, Amma. Any more questions?
So here some of the persons they are asking please repeat the three rusts in wheat. So we are going to discuss about the diseases in the wheat crop. At that time, we will clearly differentiate what is the difference among the stem rust and also brown rust and also stripe rust. How could you identify? How could you differentiate all these three rusts? We will discuss that one in the diseases of the crop plants. Okay.
There is one question, sir. What is white rust? Sir, what is their white rice? White rust. Sorry. Okay, okay, sir. What is three rust? Okay, that is the difference. Three rust about three rust. Sir, what is three wheat rust? Okay.
Only three rusts are present in the. Only three rust diseases are present in that area. White rust it is caused by the albugo candida, albugo species. Okay, albugo candida it causes the rust disease in some of the leafy vegetables. Okay, whenever we come to that particular chapters related to the diseases, at that time we will clearly explain that one. How it is differentiated, the white rust it is differentiated from the normal rust diseases. How the wheat rusts are differentiating from some other rust diseases in some other crops. So they will be clearly explained in the remaining chapters. That means in disease crops. Don't worry about that one. It is not a problem to you. Okay.
Yes, someone raised hand. Nagamani, you can ask your question. What is?
Sir, all rust produce same type of teliospore, sir. Sir.
What? No? Teliospores.
All type
Teliospores
of
based on the.
sir, all rushes the same type of teliospores, sir.
No. So here there is a shape differentiation is also there in the stem rust, brown rust, and also yellow rust. Okay, if you come to the stem rust disease, it is caused by the Puccinia gramis. So teliospores are generally, they contain the two cells. The top cell, it gives the one inverted V-shaped structure. If you come to the leaf rust, the upper cell of the teliospore, it is rounded and also it contains the thick wall. If you come to the stripe rust, the teliospore, the upper cell of the teliospore, it is flattened. So based on the structure of the teliospores of these three diseases, we can also identify that one, whether it is caused by the stem rust or whether it is caused by the leaf rust or whether it is caused by the yellow rust. No. The teliospores, the shape is also different among these three diseases. You should remember that one. Leaf rust, here this is also one of the important questions to your examination point of view. Which causal organism or which rust disease, which rust pathogen, it produces the rounded thick-walled structure in teliospore? Definitely, it is nothing but it is the Puccinia recondytum.
Yes, Sirisha. Sirisha, you want to ask something? Okay, any more questions from student side? Pradeep?
No, sir. Thank you. No, sir.
Okay.
No problem, yeah. It is only your demo class only. But whenever you come to the remaining diseases in the crop plants and also horticultural crops, at that time, definitely can explain that one.
Nagamani,
is there any possibility to ask questions in your examination point of view? Like that.
Nagamani, you have any more doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, your hand is raising. That's why. Okay.
No problem, yeah. If you have any doubts, you raise your hand. If we don't know that one means, definitely we will get the information. We will give the maximum information to the students. So here, no one knows all the things. We should remember that one.
Any more doubts?
Whatever you know that one, we will share with you.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes, continue.
Sir, actually, I have one doubt, but another topic, sir, in pathology only.
Okay.
Sir, can you explain this, sir? Either plant pathogenic bacteria is endosporic or non-endosporic?
Different types of the pathogens are there. For example, if it is a bacillus, it means if the bacillus is causing some symptoms on any plant, means if there is a possibility, means there is a endosporic pathogens are also present, non-endosporic are also present. Here, mostly they are not the endosporic pathogens, non-endosporic pathogens, mostly. Bacterial plant pathogens means Xanthomonas may also cause the symptoms, and also some other Pseudomonas may also cause the symptoms. How could you say that the generalized term that one? Erwinia is also causing the symptoms on the plants. But what type of the diseases are present on that one? Generally, endospores forming pathogens means Bacillus clostridia. These two are generally they produce the endospores. But within the Bacillus also, only some of the species they produce the endospores.
Any more students? Yes. Sir, thank you very much, sir. Very wonderful session today regarding all the basic aspects of pathogens, and the concept is if students concept will clear, then they will start, means that is very helpful to them to study further whatever the crops or diseases, then what are the remaining portion. And this today's class is, I hope, clears many of the basic concept of students cleared. Thank you, sir. I am very much thankful on behalf of ACA, Dr. Surendra Garu, and I am also thankful to all the students and ACA team members, Mr. Aditya Kishore and Devdatta, Lakshmi, and all other ACA team members. And same time, I am also thankful to Krishi Kranti team and Agri Expert team, Agri Exams for competitive team, and Agriculture competitive exams, then Agri Logic, then Agri GK 2K8, and all our Insta and Facebook partners. Thank you, one and all students, and thank you very much to Surendra Garu. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Including students, remaining details we will provide in our WhatsApp group. Thank you, and this class also available in YouTube. You can watch again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.